Welcome to Cinemonika.
And we're back with another Zodiac video. This time I'm pairing Disney/Pixar movies with each Zodiac sign. But really this is just a video to see who out of all the signs will get the masterpiece that is Ratatouille. Stay tuned. Luna, ven. Ven. Jesús. My cat is going crazy right now. Ven. Let's start with the first Zodiac sign, and that is Aries. Aries is the first sign. They were basically born to be number one. They are leaders, everyone respects them. They have so much confidence, but they can be very bossy as well. They always want to get their way. They really like attention because, like I said, they're really great leaders. They like to be the example. They're very competitive and they work really hard for what they want, which means they most likely always will be number one because they don't ever back down. The Disney movie that I chose for Aries is The Emperor's New Groove. I mean, you could say that Cusco is really unlikable, but I mean, at the end, he becomes like a good person. But the fact that he wants to be the center of attention at all times, he wants to be the very best, he wants to be respected, he wants to be the leader. All of this reminded me of Aries. But apart from Cusco reminding me of an Aries, the movie itself is honestly one of the best animated movies that Disney has ever put out, in my opinion. And I don't think it gets the recognition it deserves. It's so funny, it's hilarious. The way that the story is told, the jokes, even the animation, everything I feel like is so unique, and we never really saw Disney doing something similar after that. It truly is like a hidden masterpiece. I mean, I don't know if it's that hidden. I feel like everyone has watched it, but still, when you think of Disney movies, you think of their princesses and all that stuff. Don't necessarily think of Emperor's New Groove that much, but I'm just saying, maybe we should. You got a good one, Aries. Let's move on to Taurus. Tauruses love all of the good things in life. I mean, who doesn't? But they really appreciate good food, luxury, beautiful things. They just want to be treated like queens and kings. You know what, Taurus? You deserve it. Tauruses can definitely be a little stubborn. They don't really like change. They like to be comfortable. Sometimes they just need to take a chance, make a change, break away, and get out of their comfort zone a little bit. They're also very loyal, so if you gain the trust of a Taurus, you have their trust for a very long time. The movie that I chose for Taurus is Toy Story. The reason why I chose it is because Woody, as we know, is the king of the toys in Andy's room. He gets a lot of special treatment. He gets to go on trips with Andy. He gets to really enjoy that luxury toy life. So I feel like Tauruses can identify with Woody's character. They can also see and learn that change is not always that bad. You just need to trust that sometimes a little change can make you grow as a person and things could get better. Moving on to Gemini. Gemini is constantly changing between moods, between personalities, especially if you hang out with different people. You kind of adapt your personality to them, which is not a bad thing. It's a good thing because you are very friendly, you can adapt really easily, you're super curious and adventurous, and you're always learning new things. The movie that I chose for Gemini is Mulan. As we all know, Mulan had to pretend to be a boy in order to go fight the war. She had to learn how to convincingly be a man in front of all these other men, and basically she had to adapt a whole new personality. She was very determined to do so because, of course, she didn't want to send her dad to the war, but this shows that she's actually very adventurous. She fights for what she believes in. She's very adaptable, and all of this reminded me of Gemini. Mulan also has some of the greatest songs in the Disney catalog, I think, and I feel like Gemini is the type of sign who will just randomly sing "I'll Make a Man Out of You." Let's move on to Cancer. Cancers are known to be the most emotional of the signs. That doesn't necessarily mean that they cry a lot. It just means that they're very in touch with their emotions and they're not afraid to show them. They love to take care of the people that they love, be it their friends, their families. They're just very loving people, but they also can get moody sometimes. They can really show their sadness or their anger or their disgust. You know where I'm going with this. The movie that I chose for Cancer is Inside Out. For obvious reasons, Inside Out is all about emotions. We got joy, sadness, anger, disgust, scared, fear. Is it fear? The purple one. This movie is perfect for Cancers. I'm a Scorpio, I know, but my rising sign is Cancer, and I feel like this movie just speaks to my soul, and every time that I watch it, every time that I even hear that melody, I cry. it just gets me so emotional. The fact that we can see how Joy just wanted Riley to feel joy at all times. She didn't want Riley to be sad or angry or anything. She just wanted Riley to be a happy kid. She learns, of course, that this is not a viable option because human beings are human beings and they feel a lot of emotions. They can't just be happy all the time or sad all the time. That's why I love this movie, and that's why I think Cancers could really appreciate this movie as well. Alright, moving on to Leo. Leos are full of personality. If you meet a Leo, you know that they can be the life of the party, loud and into the spotlight. They can be leaders. She's a Leo. Basically, they're just so friendly that it's just hard for you to not notice a Leo. They have a huge heart. They protect their friends that may be a little bit more shy. They also love the drama. The movie that I chose for Leo is Monsters, Inc. You probably thought I was gonna say Lion King, right? In Monsters, Inc., we have monsters that are considered the stars, the ones that steal the show. They get all the screams. Everyone respects them. Everyone wants to be like them, be their friend. That's monsters like Sully. I feel like they get so much praise because, of course, the most important thing in the Monsters, Inc. world is the screams of the kids. The spotlight that these monsters are under really reminded me of Leos. Also, the fact that Leos are dramatic and they love the drama, it just reminded me of Mike Wazowski. I mean, is there a more dramatic monster in the entire movie? No. Throughout the movie, of course, they learn to really care for Boo and they do everything to protect her. And I feel like this big heart of these characters reminded me of Leo as well. Moving on to Virgo. Virgos are little perfectionists. They're always analyzing things. They just want to solve every problem. When they get interested in a project, that's all they think about, all they analyze. It can become a little obsessive, so they really need to learn how to accept help from other people because not everything has to be done alone. The movie that I chose for Virgo is Atlantis. I must say it was one of my favorite movies when I was a kid. I don't know if it's the nostalgia or if it's actually really that great, but I thought it was amazing. Milo is someone who has given his entire life to find out what happened to Atlantis. His entire life is dedicated to finding this place that vanished. I feel like Virgos not only can identify with Milo, but also they would really like this movie because it's like solving a puzzle. Apart from that, Milo is someone who definitely needed a lot of help in order to find Atlantis. He couldn't possibly do it alone, even though the people who helped him turned out to be like the bad guys, but then they were good guys again, so it's fine. Sometimes you just have to trust other people to help you. But yeah, Atlantis, a great movie, perfect for Virgos. Moving on to Libra. Libras also love the beautiful things in life. They know how to appreciate culture, art, music, food. They just want to be surrounded by things that bring them joy. They're also very just and they will stand up for things to be balanced. Basically, they will stand up to anything that's unfair. The movie that I chose for Libra is Ratatouille. Yes, Libra won. Libra got the masterpiece that is Ratatouille. Ratatouille is an amazing piece of art. I mean, it's a rat that can cook. And let me tell you, the food in that movie just looks so delicious. I wish I could cook like that rat. I feel like Libras will really like the setting of this movie. It's set in Paris, and not only that, it's set in a restaurant where, you know, this rat is cooking up all of these delicious things. I'm sure Libras will watch that movie and then will want to make their own Ratatouille dish. Couldn't be me. But yeah, Libras, you're amazing, so you got an amazing movie. Moving on to Scorpio, my sign. Scorpios are dark, they're edgy, they're grungy. They like to wear black clothes. Exhibit A. I'm kidding. I feel like when people think of Scorpios, they think of what I just described, but I feel like it has to do more with an aura that they give up. They can be very mysterious, maybe because they usually tend to be more quiet. They keep their thoughts to themselves unless they really want to express something. They can be a bit intimidating because of that. They do have to, I mean, they don't have to, but if they want, they can be more open with people. Sometimes it's not good to be so closed off because you could be really missing out on some friendships. For all of these reasons, I have two movies. And no, it's not because it's my sign, it's because I just couldn't decide. So please tell me in the comments which movie fits Scorpio better. The first one is The Hunchback of Notre Dame. I feel like the vibes in this movie are very Scorpio-esque They're just very gloomy, kind of gothic, with the buildings and the gargoyles and the whole mysteriousness surrounding Quasimodo and Esmeralda and, you know, the villain. Everything is just so dark. Scorpios could really appreciate this gothic vibe that this movie has going on. Apart from that, I also thought of Hercules, specifically because of Megara. She really exudes Scorpio energy to me. She's very closed off. She doesn't want anything to do with Hercules or anyone for that matter. She's very confident. She's definitely intimidating. So yeah, I think these two movies Scorpios could really enjoy for different reasons. Hercules also has a really cool villain, Hades. He's hilarious. Oh, I just thought of Anastasia as well. But you know, oh no, that's not Disney. Never mind. Moving on to Sagittarius. Sagittarius the Traveler. That's probably what Sagittarius gets told in every like Zodiac website. Is it a lie? I don't know. I'm not Sagittarius. They're just very open-minded. They're free spirits. They love to be in open spaces, surrounded by nature. Doesn't necessarily have to be like traveling the world. It could just be like you're happy in a house where you could see a field of grass and flowers and plants and things like that, or the ocean. They need to learn how to be a little bit more patient, to think things through a little bit before doing something, not to overthink, but you know, be careful of putting yourself in dangerous situations just for the thrill of it. The movie that I chose for Sagittarius is Moana. Moana is someone who does and then thinks. She feels like the ocean is calling her, so she has to go. This movie is full of adventure, which I'm sure that Sagittarius will enjoy. It also has an ocean setting, which I personally love, and I'm sure that Sagittarius will love as well. There's a lot of fun characters. Moana herself is very loud and very fearless. Maui is also a really fun character that exudes confidence and excitement. So yeah, Moana being this great adventure, I think is perfect for Sagittarius. Moving on to Capricorn. Capricorns are the most hardworking people ever. They believe that if they work hard enough, they will see a lot of rewards in their life. This can make them a bit of a workaholic sometimes. They just really like to do everything and be good at everything and just do a perfect job. They don't mind when life gets hard because they think that if it's not hard, then they're doing something wrong. Not everything is about being productive. Sometimes you just have to chill, play a video game or two, and relax. The movie I chose for Capricorn is The Princess and the Frog. Tiana is one of the most hardworking princesses. She really wants to make her dreams come true of opening a restaurant. She works hard every single day of her life, and she loves it. She loves what she does. She loves to cook. But once she meets Prince Naveen, she learns to let go a little bit. Prince Naveen is this goofy guy, a bit entitled, or should I say a goofy frog, because as you know, they get turned into frogs. They have to go into this whole adventure to try to become human again. Tiana is just so devoted to making her dreams a reality, which is great. Moving on to Aquarius. Aquarius are sometimes thought as strange people. They're just different. Some could say that they're eccentric. They're very individualistic. They don't really care what other people say or think. They just like to do things their way. For this reason, they are just talked about a lot. That makes them very popular, even though maybe you don't notice. They're also very friendly. They can talk to anybody. They're also very hardworking, especially when they have a goal in mind. For all of these reasons, I think the perfect movie for Aquarius would be The Beauty and the Beast. The Beauty is a beauty. In Spanish is La Bella y la Bestia. So Belle is someone who is considered the strangest person in all the land because she likes to read. People just look at her weird. They talk about her behind her back. I mean, they even sang a whole song about her. When you're this effortlessly popular, as an Aquarius, you're just used to being the talk of the town because you are very individualistic and you don't like to do things the way that other people do things. And I feel like that fits Belle. We can also see that when she goes to the castle and she finds the beast. Belle saw something in him. She is very compassionate. And like I said before, Aquarius can be friends with anybody. They're very friendly. And that's why all of the house objects and the beast really took a liking to Belle. So I think that's why Beauty and the Beast is the perfect movie for Aquarius. And the final sign that I'm going to talk about is Pisces. Pisces is probably the most creative sign. They have a really big imagination. They can create worlds in their head. They have incredibly vivid dreams. Also, they daydream a lot. They're also very kind, very compassionate people. They always want to help people in need. Sometimes I would rather stay in creating these worlds, be it writing or painting or whatever other creative outlet than, you know, being out in the world, interacting with other people. I think that the perfect movie for Pisces is Alice in Wonderland. Alice creates her own Wonderland, much like Pisces create their own dreamland. As we see by the end of the movie, she basically wakes up from this nap. We don't know if she actually dreamed all that crazy stuff or if she actually experienced it. In this world that she seemingly created, there's a bunch of fantastic creatures. That takes so much imagination, so much creativity, that I feel like Alice is a perfect Pisces. Inside this world, she was still very kind to everybody, to every creature she met, even though some of them took advantage of that. But yeah, I think this movie just screams Pisces. It's perfect. And that was the last sign. Please let me know if you have a better movie for each sign, or if you agree with me, or if you don't. As always, I love doing these zodiac videos, so if you have another theme that you want me to do next, please let me know down below as well. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you go now and watch a Disney movie, maybe a movie that is perfect for your sign. All right. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.